Hey guys, Ashen here, back with Hollow Knight. In the last episode we entered Deep Nest. We took care of two bosses. We found Zot, again stuck, and we also found the tram pass with which we can now access the trams, and we might do that at the end of this episode or maybe a bit later. But we have killed two bosses and we also got a payload, so we are slowly and surely completing the game, and we're also increasing our completion percentage that we'll get to know at the end of the game. But yeah, today we are going to make our way to this through this path, undiscovered path, and we'll make our way to the second dreamer of the game, Herrah the Beast. So let's make our way to that path. As you can see here to the left, let's heal before we enter. So if you remember, we had this enemy, and the best way to fight it is when she actually attacks, go through and attack the back side and wait for your shade cloak to actually restore. But yeah, a bit messy, but you're able to do it, or you can just skip it. But why skip it when there is an option to fight? So now let's make our way over here. So here we can go to the top, and here we have this new kind of enemy. These are spiders, or in this game known as weavers, who will float onto the air. As you can see, float in the air. And going here to the left side, we have this huge open area. Some enemies will attack you, and it's a very good way to actually climb. And this was just the place if you had climbed up from that part. So what I'm actually going to do is, before we go into each and every level, and firstly there are some cracked floors which when you step on they break and they will reveal spikes. So make sure you actually, if you hear a floor breaking, try to jump. And as you can hear, there's kind of a beating heart. And if you actually go down here, we have another one of these rancid eggs. And going here, this will break open, and this is another one of these enemies. So another way to fight it is use your cyclone dash. As you can see, that does a lot of damage before she actually turns around, and wait for her to open her mask or move aside her mask. And what you're going to do is, if you remember, if you keep on tapping the attack button, the attack or the cyclone dash will actually be longer. So that is a very good way to fight. And cyclone dash is actually the highest, does the highest amount of melee damage if all the hits connect. So that is something one should keep in mind. So as you can hear, there's a grub nearby. Let's actually take care of this. Try using your spells if required, because nobody likes getting hit by a Desolate Dive empowered using a Shaman Stone. As you can see, there are many cracked floors, and here we have this whispering root. So let's collect essence. And this, what actually this essence will do is, this will make us go through all the areas. So yeah, I actually wanted to collect this first so that we don't have to make the same trip twice, because this actually gives you a lot of essence, as you can see at this, from the starting of this room. And yeah, always remember, whispering roots will always give you essence that is inside the room. You don't have to leave the room for in order to find the essence. So as you can see, there's a grub there to the top, and here there are some of these enemies and another one of these. So what I'm going to do is go through her. Yup, taken care of. And here we have a secret where you can break the floor. And before we actually enter, let's go and collect the essence, because otherwise the essence will be reset again. And we'll also save the grub, no need to worry. And as you can see, again, so many cracked floors. This is where we found the tree. So yeah, there's still some essence left, I think to the right side, if I'm not wrong. Let's actually make our way up. No, oh no, not like that, not like that. Yeah, I think it was to the left over here. As you can see, no. And this is actually the way forward, but yeah, let's first collect our essence. No, wait, hold on. Why are you so cruel? And there's actually a way to skip this enemy, and that is by going over here. So yeah, because it's really hard to fight them in narrow corners. So yeah, there it is, saved. And I oh my god, it is, yeah, thank you so much. It was actually nice that I spawned over here. And where is the last essence? I don't know myself. So yeah, just to save time, when I find all the essence, I will show you only that much part. No, you don't have to see me looking all over the place. Oh, no worries, no need to cut. That was just over there. And now let's go inside that room first, the one we saw here. So this is the weaver's den. This is kind of an optional area, if you want to call it like that, but there are some few important things over here. As you can see, Herrah, she talks about Herrah, the beast, one of the dreamers. Here we have the small place and this enemy at a very narrow place, very easy to mess up. Can we actually do that. Yeah, it's just for a rancid egg. So if you have lots of rancid eggs at your disposal, no need to worry about this one. But yeah, here as you can see up top there is something shining, but here we can go up. Yeah, if you want the safe way, you can just use your crystal dash, I mean. But here I just use that just for style. And here we have the Weaver Song. Weaver Song is another charm. Weaver Song will actually summon Weaver links to give lonely bearers some companionship and protection. So this is also kind of a summon in which if you put on this charm, there will be these small Weaver links, just like the ones that crawl, that will be summoned for you. They won't die and they will keep on hitting the enemy. So it is a really good charm if you are looking for a summon build. And actually there is another secret in this room, but for that we need soul. So let's actually come back with soul. And here there is this spider that actually runs away, and even till to this day I don't know what that spider is. I haven't tried searching up for it, but I don't know myself what that is. But for now, let's take care. Oh my, I actually have very less health, and okay, we'll take care of that secret in the extra episode, in which we can backtrack into Deep Nest for to complete the area. And yeah, one more thing I forgot to show you. There's this path here up top. This is actually will lead you to an area or to a different area. Let's actually get some soul and let's heal. We desperately need it. So yeah, this will actually lead us to a new area that is a completely different area other than Deep Nest. So we'll also do this in the other episode, in which we backtrack Deep Nest. So what I might actually do is, if we don't get time in this episode, I can make another shorter episode, or I'll add that into backtracking episode, where we actually backtrack into Deep Nest again, because this is a big area, and if I make 40-minute episodes, it will take a lot of time to cover everything. So we are slowly getting closer to the Dreamer, and let's make our way here. As you can see, many surprises. So this is more of a shortcut to the first area. And here the last track floor before we get into the last area. This is the distant village, and here, as you can see, there is a stack station up above. We can go up here and we can also go down. So first what we are going to do is go and unlock the stack station. This is one of the rooms where you can enter, and as you can see, all these bugs are being tied or have been tied up by spider silk, not friends. And this is the main room, which will lead us to the second dreamer. And here we have this stack station entry, and you can't do anything with this elevator. This is just stuck with the spider silk. You can't activate this in any way possible. There is no way possible. So let's go into the stack station. Here, as you can see, the stack station is filled with silk everywhere, spider silk, and the bench has been broken as well. But you can interact with the stack station. It asks for 250. We have a lot of geo to spare, so no need to worry. And you can actually talk with him, and he actually responds to the tram pass that we hold. The pass that you hold, is it not for the ghastly machine, the tram. So he is actually jealous, or he actually doesn't like the idea of using tram for travel, because of course that is like a business rival, if you would say. But yeah, and he also responds to this place where are we? I've never been to the station, and he also asks us to ask whether we can take us to a much more safer place. And yeah, he just wants us to go and travel back. So what I'm actually going to do is, just so that we don't lose any progress, no need to go back. What I was actually planning to do is go back to Dirtmouth, and if we die by any chance, we can again come back directly from Dirtmouth to here. But no need to worry, because we again need to go back into the hot spring base at the start of Deepness. So we'll continue our way. And before we actually go into the beast's den, where the dreamer resides, we are going to go drop down, because here we have this path and a breakable wall, and this is an NPC. This is the midwife.
You feel that?
So she acts very friendly, but she gives you a bit of lore about this place. But the thing is that she is very hungry, and she will actually attack you. As you can see, she can actually harm you. Let's actually get closer. Yeah. So this NPC actually harms you, and if you hit her once, she will go back, and she'll only come back when you leave the room and come back here to talk to her. So she might seem like a very weird NPC, but the thing is, she gives you a bit of lore about this area and she also talks a lot about the Weavers, especially if you wear the Weaver's song charm. So if you want to know a bit about the lore of this area, you can talk to her, but I'm not going to do that here. If you go up top, you will be attacked by 2 of these spiders. If you want to collect geo, you can. But here we have one of these enemies. No need to fight them, in my opinion. And this is just the place where we opened the shortcut for the last area before we entered the huge room. So that is it for the bottom portion of that area. What we are going to do now is finally enter into Herrah's domain. And that is through here. So when we enter this place, we are greeted by these friendly people. You are very tired, sit and rest. We are friends, welcome.
Herrah.
And you can't actually dream nail them if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
You're on, chum.
And when you try to sit here, you can't actually get up from this bench, and you're stuck here. And as you can see, the music, and we are actually trapped by the weavers, just like Zot was. And here we are trapped in between the webs, but we are smart. And we can actually cut off or cut the webs from our with the help of our nail. So now we are in the beast's den, and now we need to make our way back to where the main room was, where we found those gentlemen, lovely gentlemen. And here we have a harness seal, so 450 G if required. So this place has a lot of extra places or extra places to visit. That is not really something, or there is not really something helpful over here. So what I'm going to do is just show you the way out. If you want to fight those creatures in order to complete the journal, you can. And this is just a shortcut actually. So you will keep on opening shortcuts as you go. And this place, as you can see, we can go up or we can go here from the right. But this place is actually a shortcut that you can only access if you have the monarch wings, because otherwise you won't be able. You have to climb the longer way, and this actually gives you a small shortcut to save time. And there is also a grub somewhere here, I remember, as you can hear. We'll also find the grub, but yeah, and all the breakable floors will not lead you to shortcuts always. As you remember, some breakable floors will actually open up to spikes, so beware of going there or going down. As you can see, I'm just trying to dodge that enemy. Some geo, and you can see another shortcut that will open later on. If you want to skip them, you can. And before you actually go up, we can go here, collect some more geo if you want. And this is actually a bench over here, and if we go down, this is the first room that we entered, and you can play with their masks. They are dead now. What I think is that what happened was we actually were able to get out from the trap and we killed these guys, but we were trapped by the beast, and that is what I think. So here, let's go through this being, and here you can see there's this strange chandelier kind of object, if you would call it. And you can't dream nail this, and there's still no explanation to what this is. Many people believe that this was actually meant to be the boss of the area, but actually only for this area, the deepness, there is no boss before the dreamer, because here, after we go through this enemy, we have access to our dreamer. And let's go inside. and let's repeat our murder and focus of her strength, and the same cutscene will play that was shown when we defeated the first dreamer. As you can see, another one of the dreamers have fallen, so the seals have been loosened further. Only one remains before we can enter the Black Egg Temple. And here we have Hornet sitting beside. Now that she is our friend, more like. So you have slain the beast and you head towards the fated goal. I would not have obstructed this happening, but it caused me some pain to knowingly stand idle. We do not choose our mothers or the circumstance into which we are born. Despite all the ills of this world, I am thankful for the life she granted me. And yes, you guessed correct. Herrah was Hornet's mother, and there is a particular story about that, but that we won't get to know right now. We will get to know about that from a certain NPC later on.
Hakana Sagamos.
So here she says, "Leave me now, ghost. Allow me a moment alone before this bed chamber becomes forever a shrine." So that's it for Mother. Forgive my inaction, but another path may be possible. So that is what the another path we are trying to achieve. So here, if we fall down, this is actually the first place where we were found, or we found ourselves stuck in. So let's make our way down. And now what we are going to do is, we are done with the deep nest area. We are done with the dreamer of this area, and now what we are going to do is, as you can see, there are some places that we can go to. This is not a place we can go to right now. I mean, we can go to, but we are going to we are going to connect this path from a different place. What I am going to do is, in this last part, is go through this area, or these areas, and these areas, and we can also do the secret room in the Weaver's Den, if you guys remember, where I was talking about a secret area. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the particular places. I'm going to cut my way just up till there so that we get more time in this episode. So I will meet you guys just outside Weaver's Den. That is somewhere over here. So here we are in the Weaver's Den, and let's actually find the secret that I was talking about. Herrah. That is not the secret. I was just dream nailing that creature. But for that, we actually to find the secret, we actually need a bit of soul. And it was really smart of the developers to put some enemies here. But that time we didn't have soul to heal, so that is why I prioritized more for healing. So just stand here and use your Vengeful Spirit. And if you hear that sound, that was actually a breakable wall opening, and we can go here. There are some more enemies that you can climb, and yeah, I just failed that miserably, but let's do that again. yeah, let's take care of that annoying enemy. And here we have some geo, and there will be this small place that will break, that will actually lead us back over here. Not what I wanted to do, I just wanted to show that, but no worries, we'll make our way up to the top again. Let's just directly do this, and over here we can again use our vengeful spirit to open another door, and we get in, we enter this strange room. Now we can't go anywhere, and this is actually Hornet's room in Weaver's Den. That is all I know about this area. I haven't researched much about this, but this is where Hornet used to play when she was a child. So a very nice secret to know. But yeah, now let's get back. And what I'm going to do is now go through here and go through here. So I will meet you guys somewhere over here. So here we are, guys, very close to this area, and I also rested at this bench just so that we don't have to go all the way again from here back to this place. So let's go over here. For that we need to make our way up through these carpets. As you can see, the first area where we entered Deepness, right? That is where we are going. So you can now follow the map carefully for yeah, and these annoying enemies will keep spawning. And as you can see, this is where we have to go. We can go down and we can also go up, and both the places lead to the same area, so you don't have to worry about where you are going. But before we actually go to the right, let's take a look at what we have over here. And this is actually the first place, if you remember, the first time when we entered into Deepness accidentally, and we had to kill ourselves or die to make our way back. So this is from where we dropped, and now we have climbed back again. And if you remember, this is where we found the Moss Prophet, who is actually dead now, but this will give you some journal entries by examining their corpses. So now let's go back down and we'll take the right path. If you want to kill these again, if you want to kill them, you can kill them, but I'm just going to make my way over here. So here we can go to the right, as you can see. There will be more of these places breaking, but yeah, this is basically the same place as I was telling you. Now from here we need to go as much as possible towards the right, and because here you will find a breakable wall, and when you go inside, let's heal. So here, as you can see, we have a grub, another grub, and 2 more grubs, so basically 4 grubs in total. And let me tell you, this will be a disappointment, but yeah, we didn't find 4 grubs, or we don't find 4 grubs here, because as you break them, yes, the return of the mimics, the grub mimics. You can break this one again, and you'll find another mimic. And if you break this one, And if you break this one, yes, this is the only one that is the true mimic, or the true grub. So yeah, there will be 3 grub mimics over here. And now for the last thing that to do here, we are going to go back to the bench at the what do you call it, I always forget this, the hot spring. So we are going to go over here and we are going to take the right path. So I'll meet you guys just at the hot spring. So here we are guys, back at the hot spring. This was a very long and tiring journey, but now let's complete the last part of the deep nest and we can wrap up. So now we are going to go and take the right path. Let's do that. So here, as you can see, there are many of these garfields. This is kind of like a maze, and there's a way to go down. Let's go down here first. The corpse of a garfield. So this is the journal entry for the garfield, and here we have a place to go to the right, but we can't go through here, or rather we can. I actually forgot that I have this ability. We can actually take use the shade cloak in order to pass through this. Let's do that. Here, as you can see, now we have this small gauntlet, and we need to use our shade cloak in order to go through this. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, I got confused because you can also come to deepness, or you can also enter deepness before getting the shade cloak. So I usually do that in my playthroughs, but yeah, so just a small hit, but for completing this small gauntlet we get the sharp shadow, and the sharp shadow is a very helpful charm. It is a good charm because what it does is it when you go through enemies using your shade cloak, it will actually damage the enemies. So because so when the moment you dash, you will actually become you will actually go through the enemies and deal damage. So this is a very good charm, but the drawback of this charm is that this charm actually increases the dash length, so it is not really good for platforming if you're or while doing platforming, and it can also force you to change your habits while using dash. So as you can see, if this is the dash distance from if from here I can dash up to here, you will actually be able to, with the sharp shadow, you'll actually be able to dash up to here. You will be able to cross this whole gap. That seems good like on paper, but while using that or that charm, you'll understand the drawbacks of that sharp shadow. Here I'm just getting hit just because I like getting hit, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm not a masochist. Is that a masochist? I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But here we have some geo, and we can go here to the left. Oh no, that is not what I wanted. I just wanted to go up that gap, but we have geo, I mean soul, so no need to worry. And here we have this small gauntlet of sorts. You need to make your way across with the help of the garfield. And actually this is very much easier with the help of shade cloak and all the abilities that you get, now that we have all the abilities. But Without that it might be a bit difficult. And now we have to actually go not like that. We actually need to climb the garpies by hitting them on the face, so something like this. No, not like that. No, not like that. Oh my god, what am I doing? That was a bad example. But yeah, over like that. And for this small gauntlet, we get one vessel fragment. So that is the first vessel fragment for the last upgrade. We get three more we get three smaller soul meters, and all the three adds up to 2 full soul containers, so that's a good thing. So now let's go back to this place and let's make our way to the right side of this area. No, not like that. So there will be gaps to fall down and to climb up, so make sure you time your jumps right. And here to the right we have a tram, and now that we have the tram pass, we can insert the tram pass inside, and here this is the tram, and here we have a bench. All the trams have benches inside. As you can see, we are pretty much thorough with the deepness. And if you inspect and press the glowing button, because who would not press a glowing button in a train or an empty train with corpses lying, you can actually go and exit. And guess where we are? This is the ancient basin, and as I was talking about in the last episode, that these trams are connected, and this is connected with the tram in the ancient basin, and this ancient basin tram will be connected to a place somewhere over here. So we'll do that in the next episode. For now, what I'm going to do is make our way back to the fountain over here. If you remember, let's collect as much geo as we can before going inside the fountain, and let's give all of our geo to the king, because why not? And yeah, I remember giving 444 geo, and this was 1587. So we have given over almost 2000. Yeah, I think that's about 2000 geo we have given to the statue. We need to, and if you guys remember, I told you that we need 3000 geo in order to actually do something with the statue. But now we can end this episode. Okay, let's do one more thing just to make sure of these small things that we don't forget. This episode might be a bit longer than 40 minutes, might be about 45 minutes, but now that we have cleared Deep Nest and we have also got Essence, if you remember, let's make our way back to the resting grounds and talk to the seer. So let's go back, because now we have, we could have used the dream gate. I forgot that I set a dream gate over here, but no worries, we have 1721. So she asked for 1500, and I think we have covered 2 objectives. Let's see. We have 1500 essence. Yeah, she needs 1800 essence for the last objective, or not the last, but for the next objective. Last in the sense because after we collect 1800, that will be all for the objectives or the rewards from the seer. So let's take this. So this is a mass shard. We get a mass shard. And we'll come back here again with 1800. We have 1721. We are almost done collecting 1800. So actually what happens is, after you collect 1800 essence, you will get the final reward from her. And when you collect, and she asks, and she tells you that she doesn't have anything else left to give to us, but she wants us to collect 2300 essence after 1800 essence, so that she will be satisfied by our efforts. So after we collect 2300 essence, that actually counts as an achievement and also as a percentage completion. So we'll keep that in mind. But for now, that's it for this episode. We completed Deep Nest, and now we'll make our way to the last dreamer, that is in the City of Tears. But that is it for this, guys. That is it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and if you have any tips, suggestions, or any kind of advice, you can leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.